Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sort of Chaos podcast. Are your headphones okay, baby? I'm your host, Michael. What's going on, people? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I can say I'm consistent with gym now, right, baby? She wasn't even paying attention. She was. What do you mean,
You have
sort
to
of?
pass those 21 days.
21 days.
Days
But I have 21
to have
days. This is like my third week of being consistent, and
at the end of this week you'll have 21 days.
I already have 3 days. Whatever. I'm feeling good. My girl's busting my balls here. I finally went into that hate myself, love myself type of thing where I was like, fuck it. It's time to get this Christmas pig off my belly button. Been doing gym, and I gotta admit my sleeping schedule hasn't changed that much, but I'm going to bed a little bit earlier, trying to not work that late or not stay up that late, and then no matter if I wake up at 11 or whatever, fucking grouchy, go have a sip of coffee, go change into clothes, hit the gym, feel better afterwards. Finally. So then I want to post some more. I want to make more videos. I get more energy. The fucking is better. Is it? I'm not even looking her way. What's going on, people? Let's see who's online. Raluca, kisses. My girl, of course. One of the 8 viewers. Who else is on? Yo, Nuts. Hey, what's up, buddy? You and your stupid memes, dude. I swear to God. I watch them sometimes. I try to disconnect, but you're like my mini 9gag on Facebook. I kind of watch shit. I was like, oh, that's happening in the world. And I further research it. That should give you like, what are you, like 20, 25? I forgot. This is what my filter is. Like 3 kids. Forza Dinamo. I couldn't give 2 fucks about football, man. I can't. I don't give a shit. Sorry to disappoint. I don't care. I suck at it, first of all. I do like to play it, FIFA with my friends, even though I haven't done that in forever since COVID and whatever, right? But fuck football. And I like watching football, but I can't watch Romanian football. I think it's good. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't pretend to know, but I do know. I fucking hate the atmosphere of everybody. How insecure do you have to be to just yell, at each other and be like, haven't I taught you anything? You know what I mean? Like, do you not have more than half a brain to just attach yourself to a flag, to a team, and just identify with all it represents, and that's your being? How much time do you have that you have to enter like a random podcast and write Forza Dinamo? Right? You can do better than that, Dragos. I believe in you. Yes, Raluca's mother's is fine, so she's okay. So Raluca says, I've received the best news in this week. My mother was discharged from the hospital after 2 weeks. Yay. I'm so happy for you. It's the best news to have. My mom took COVID like a month ago, and I was a bit worried, but she got through. I'm happy for you. Why are you streaming in English and not in Romanian? I'm supposed to do Romanian ones on Thursday, but I haven't done one this year because it's just, I got to earn a living, dude. This is just me shooting the shit with you. And I put a quality clip every now and again, but this is what I can afford right now. And English has priority. That's why I've been doing Sort of Chaos more constantly. But I want to restart that show too. The problem is I'm trying to get guests into the studio. Enough of this. Okay, it's COVID. I have a lot of people I want to speak to, and I have a lot of interesting people I know that I want to bring here. So I thought to start off frustrations this year, maybe next week or the week before, after that, maybe I'm going to try to bring people in. I'm definitely going to bring somebody in English. You know what I want to bring, dude? I want to bring my ex psychologist. What is it, psychiatrist? Is the psychiatrist that gives you meds? Because I wish he was a psychiatrist in that case, but he is not. I want to bring that dude. Dragos is his name. Marius is his name. Sorry, he's a fascinating person, and I've been saying back since I was going to him. I was like, you should join. I want to start a podcast, whatever. It never happened. Fucking COVID. So I want to bring that dude. I'll start in Romanian too, I promise. But for now, learn some English. Quality more than quantity. Yeah, I guess. Thank you for being my filter, units. So I saw a couple of things. I just wanted to talk about this with you people. So you must have seen it in the news. It's women and creators are warning creators about the TikTok silhouette challenge. I don't even know what this challenge is. You heard about this, baby?
Yes.
So what is it exactly? Is it? I know it's like I know what it means. Like I know women and they kind of what is it? They pose naked as a silhouette or half naked.
No, they videos.
Yeah, I saw the videos. Yeah, videos. I mean, posted videos. Yeah, of them naked.
No, with them in the light and looking
Yeah, like in this
ugly.
picture, right?
Yeah, listen to me. They film they sell in the light, looking ugly or whatever, and after that, with this background, black and red, looking very sexy and
All right, so my girl doesn't have a mic, but she basically told me that there's two parts of the film, right? Like one, the
yeah,
film. Let me just type this in fucking Google. So basically, they there's two parts. The first part, they show themselves being ugly or whatever, like no makeup or some shit
yeah,
like that,
exactly.
and then the other part, they're all sexy in the doorway. The problem is you know a lot of girls don't have a fucking clue when it comes to the properties of a video file and what you actually upload. And do you girls don't know how men masturbate? Do you not know? Like, I'm not trying to be. I was always honest with you guys, but I jerked off to fucking Instagram pics and back in the day, even like I'm a free mind. Who am I hurting? If you're posting a picture and your profile is public and something clicks, I'm gonna download it. I'm sorry, right? And I've done this like increasing. Yeah, I'm a creep. Am I a fucking creep? When you're not watching porn, you think girls don't masturbate to my fucking stupid shit or some gay dudes? Grow up a little, right? Who gives a fuck? It's funny though, because girls giving it away so easily nowadays. You're not even aware of like technological things that could compromise you even further when it comes to like how closed-minded people are. Back in the day, your dad had to like sneak, if he liked one of your mom's friends, he had to sneak back in the closet, find the picture box, and go through that shit until he found a picture of your mom's friend he liked to fuck her, wanted to jerk off to, right? He bent the picture in half because half of it was with your mom and wants to fuck mom. I mean, you already know mom. And now it's like you're giving it. Like, this is the consequences. Sometimes we jerk off a little bit. The problem is know exactly what you're giving us to jerk off to, right? Because if you increase like videos or photo, you ever done this where a girl just posts and is just a little bit of a transparent like shirt with a little bit of a nipple in the shadow, right? Like in the dark parts of the image. It's an image file, guys. It's just like a audio file. You have the low parts, which is the bass for sound, right? Those are the dark parts of the images. You got the mids, where the voices are, and the mids stay like what's gray and skin tones are mids, right? And you have the highlights, the white parts of the image, and you have the power to manipulate all these parameters. And especially with today's internet, where you can upload high quality pictures that has some data, like some actual data in that file. It's a larger file, but you have more data where you can do exactly shit like this. Like there's like in this case, this chick right over here. If I would just bring up the shadows, right? Depending on the quality of the video or the photo uploaded, I can see everything. The same with the nip picture. You brighten that fucking shadows up, you can see the whole fucking titty. So you need to be aware of what you're sharing. I'm just being honest with you, right? And there's way worse guys than me, so you might as well take it from me. Anyway, I found it hilarious. And now I think I saw on Philip DeFranco that there was like famous girls too who now, there's creeps all over the fucking internet. Now they have an archive up of famous chicks who did this challenge, but they ended up showing their body without wanting to. There's I didn't search for it. I'm selectively creepy. which is it's called being a man, right? You like somebody, you kind of like, and then you move on. Searching for celebrities, that I don't want to call it creepy. Why is my shit not creepy and other shit? You know, if you're not hurting anybody and not putting anybody in some sort of position, I don't know, but it's not for me. I guess it's kind of silly. Um,
I send you an example.
you send me an example.
Kind of an example.
Where should I look?
WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. All right. I don't know. That's a dangerous place, baby.
I know.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. It's with sound, right? What do you mean? It doesn't have sound? All right, let's just see it. Yeah, but your phone might be silenced. Let's just see. Oh, you had it off when you recorded it. I guess the music could have helped. Oh, so that's the whole thing?
Yeah.
So you start off in a hoodie. See, I'm not trying to be sexy, although she's already fucking 130% makeup. And now, ironically, in the sexy, in the sexy pose, it's less makeup. Ironically, right? I guess that's why our grandparents used to fuck with the lights turned off. No makeup. Imagine. Then you have to like pretend to not do the angry fucking faces when you fuck because it's dark. You ever fuck in the dark, guys? I mostly fuck in the light. I always like to admire the girl and see what I'm playing with. I want her to see me enjoying her. It's part of the things I like, right? But do it not being like this. If you were like this your whole fucking life, suddenly doing it in the dark, it's like, woo, this is a different experience. Ironic. All right. I want to see a compilation. So how should I write this, baby? What's the challenge called? The dark room. Oh, I'm such a bad typer. Room challenge. I wrote nothing of what I just said.
Right, TikTok.
TikTok. I think it was in the title of the thing, dude. Can you just watch the thing? Silhouette challenge. God damn it. It's hard to produce the show and also be the host. Sort of chaos people. All right. Compilation. Let's watch a few of these. You want? Let's watch them together before we move on. Let's see what you guys have to say. Do you live in Romania or abroad? I live in Bucharest, bro. I could have left for LA, I guess. I had maybe a few opportunities there, but if you didn't catch up with my content, I had a few problems in my family, and now I can't leave my mom alone here. So I'm here for now. Thanks, guys. I wish you the best for you all. You too, buddy. You too, Bart. That reminds me of. That reminds me that my dad has a porn VHS. Never watched it. And never watch it, please. Never ever do it. Don't ruin it either. Don't ruin it. Watch out for copyright. Oh, you're right, buddy. You're right. I have I have a few good kids watching my back. Let's risk it. YOLO. All right. I'm going to try to pip this silhouette challenge. Let's see if I can pip this. And if the music is too long, I'm going to stop it. What's the limit on YouTube? I think it's 5 seconds of any song before the. So let's go like this. I don't even have sound. Oh, because you muted it. That's a smart boy. La 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 la. This is not. Don't block me for. Let's turn off. Yeah, but this is the whole song. Oh, so edgy. Yeah, now I understand. I understand women so much more now. I understand everything. Yes, this is great. Everything makes sense. Every wife beater in the world now, they're like, what was I thinking? Every abuser now is like, oh no, I understand. This is so stupid. This is going to sound mean, but I'm not sorry for the girls out there. I'm not. It's either do it like me and put yourself out there publicly and be ridiculed and take the heat, or, have half a brain research. Know what the fuck you're going to do when you post shit. I'm going to keep repeating this, but you have to, like, men and women, but mostly women, because men want to fuck you so much, they do things for you. You got to learn, keep up with technology, right? I'm talking about with the majority. There's some cool chicks. Forget about it, right? They know their shit, but most chicks, I don't feel sorry. You take some responsibility. You can always be the victim. You chose to put this. There's creeps out there. There's creeps out there, and when you show your titties on Instagram, pretending there's not titties, but half a picture is the titties. So fucking assume responsibility a little bit, right? Jesus Christ. Also, I hate trends. Unless you can put your own spin on it, you know what I mean? Like any good show. That's how I tried to make my show, the Romanian one, ROMERCIAL, right? I tried to find like a thing I get you used to, like where you think it's a typical thing for the show. And after 2-3 episodes, I switch it up, or I put a spin on it, or I take it to the next level. Something where it's, I instinctively don't like trends in the definition that trends are something you just copy and take further and make the same thing. I meant rather. So yeah, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, what does this tell me, baby? I wish I mic'd you up. I should have my girl back here. You haven't been live in a while, baby. So, this chick, she switched it up. She used blue. YouTube, don't block my shit. I'm trying to talk to some people. Let's see. How's the bed in the background? It's about the details, people. I thought she would like mess up shit trying to search for a nice outfit. All right, dude, you're gonna block my shit. How is this not like? What is the message of this? Let's read. I'm too stupid, guys. I'm too stupid. Let's read. So what is it? Silhouette challenge. The Insider. Let's see the actual BuzzFeed. I agree to nothing, but I'm a bitch. All right, Lauren. By now, you've probably seen the Silhouette Challenge on TikTok with its distinct red filter. The trend started as a form of empowerment, a way of what? A way for people to feel sexy and good about their bodies. But because everything is terrible, some people found a way to turn a feel-good trend into depraved gratification. They always have, and it's not people, it's men. I'm not ashamed. Like I'll defend a decent man, as you know. But I'm not. It's not. I'm not ashamed of it. All right. It's you ladies need to learn too. Like if you give the guy a gift, and I hope you consider it a gift, the gift of filming yourselves fucking. And this is not your fiance, and this is not your husband. Just a guy you like and you're 22 and you want to be wild. You can't just be like, I hope it'll be good. And trust me, a lot of girls this generation made this, my generation made this mistake. Not with me. I'm a gentleman. Or I try to be. I'm an asshole, but I try to code it, right? I fight against it when it's appropriate, but you got to learn more. You got to think about it. So you give the guy a video. You have to ask yourself, is this obviously a good dude? And you can tell that by, you have to have your radar tuned. You have to have some experience. You can just be, I love you. Oh, you don't love me? You want me to take this video? And then you crack and you like just go with it grudgingly. It even doesn't make for a good video. Right? If you do it begrudgingly, you can show it in the video. That's a memory. That's a gift. So you got to make sure you're okay with what you're giving him. You trust this guy. You trust this guy, which is, I said, incidentally, is the third one. You trust this guy to be smart enough to know how to hide all this shit. I'm talking encrypted hard drives. They're more expensive than a normal hard drive, but they have like an internal chip, right? I don't like a different episode about this, a shorter one, but this is a podcast format, so I'm gonna just tell you about it. So there's these hard drives. There's more expensive one. There's like a 500 euro one with an actual touchpad, and there's even like the lower, like the ones you can buy Western Digital, whatever the fuck, like they have like a chip on board that people never use, and you set up a password for that, and then that's encoded. You know what I mean? Now the different, like, you have to trust the guy that he knows this. So the asshole part, even if he's not an asshole now, because you're all young, right? No fucking 45-year-old woman who's never let herself be filmed before ever let herself film with a new dude or some shit, right? But so therefore he's young, you're young, so he might become another person, right? So you got to be aware of that. But let's say you trust him in a moment, you have to trust him to be technologically savvy enough to hide this shit. And when it comes to these hard drives, there's, can he afford a good one? That's critical, because there's a difference. Let me tell you the difference from somebody who knows a bit of technology, right? There's two types of encryption. So there's on-chip encryption, which basically means the hard drive is just a normal USB, whatever, USB-C, USB hard drive. If you put it in, there can be a chip here that encodes the data or whatever, that makes like a gateway, and then the data is written on the hard drive. That's the cheaper kind of hard. There's still some security for your average fucking thing, because if they want to break into your house, the government or whatever, and crack that shit, they'll crack that shit, right? But these are the cheaper ones. Why they're cheap is because they don't actually encrypt the data where it's scrambled on the hard drive. They have that little chip as a gateway. So if somebody who knew what the fuck they're doing is just a simple 2.5 millimeter hard drive or whatever, a flash hard drive in there, they could just remove the actual chip, like a placuță de RAM, like a little RAM, and put it in another thing, and the encryption chip remains there. So the data on it is not encrypted. So you just connect it with a fucking SATA cable or whatever the fucking enclosure, and then you can read the data. So that's minimal security. It's still better than his roommate finding the fucking video and posting it and like shaming both of you. He could be an enemy just by being stupid. So that's so important for you girls to know. And the second type of hard drive, which you should make sure he knows about, is the one that actually has the data encrypted within the hard drive. So no matter what you remove from it, no matter if you take the actual spinning thing or the chip or the flash chip and you put it in another enclosure, that data is scrambled with a algorithm, with a code that remains on the chip. So nobody who plugs it to another fucking hard drive can access that shit. But if you want my advice, and you had a little, as a guy, maybe you liked a little bit, and this is one of your things, right? And you have a little collection for yourself or whatever, the gifts that girls gave you along the years. I just disconnect from the internet, man. Just disconnect from the internet, clear your cache files, run an antivirus, right? Do your business if you want to go reminiscing. And then once everything is just remove everything, put it whatever the fuck you put it, and never to a device that's connected through Wi-Fi or some shit. And also stay away from the encrypted hard drives, but that also have a Wi-Fi connection, because those are crackable too, right? So this is a little bit of advice. There's more to know, and the psychology of why you do it. Maybe some girls can't instinctively tell. We'll discuss that in the future, I'm sure. But for now, if you're thinking of it and if you're seeing this in the future, please, at least as a young girl, be aware that this is a gift. This should be appreciated. And appreciation doesn't mean, I promise I won't post it. That's not enough. Promise me you're smart enough for your roommate not to find it and post it. Or promise me, you give a shit. Don't just say this. So I don't know about this. Similarly, this case, like you gave a gift to the world, and it's stupid, first of all, especially as a woman. I'm not saying you should feel in danger, but you should be aware that no matter how politically correct the world feels around you, there's people and people. There's monsters, and there's men and there's women. Monsters, but women can do shit to men, but men can do shit to women. You know what I mean? So instinctively, have some self-preservation. If you're gonna post something, I mean, this is not hurting anyone, but yeah, if you didn't want to show your fucking nipples and you did this video and now you're showing your nipples, it's on you. I'm not particularly sorry about it. I hope it doesn't lead to anybody being hurt or some shit like that. But conceptually, you have to grow the fuck up. There's worse things in life, so this is little shit you need to prepare for, especially in this digital future we are about to live in. By now, okay, there are now many videos on YouTube instructing people how to use editing software or apps to change the contrast and color in a way that reduces the silhouette effect. Because participants are just a silhouette in the challenge, many are wearing less clothing or lingerie or nothing at all. The goal of the editing is to reveal their bodies. No shit, Sherlock. A search on YouTube readily turned up dozens of results for these tutorials. We're not going to open these. We're not fucking creeps. How to remove okay. Instructions have also been shared on Twitter and Reddit. A subreddit for posting editing videos called R Silhouette Unfiltered has already been banned. At least 2 Twitter accounts that were editing TikToks on request and shaming people in them have been suspended. Why the fuck would you shame people? Depends what people define as shame. If I'm making fun of them because they're being fucking stupid, that's not shaming. That's define shaming. Now, people on social media are warning each other about the tutorials and advising people that whatever they are or aren't wearing may end up being seen. The editing isn't able to revert the videos back to their original form, but can reveal more details. A die. Let's see what this girls have to say.
Hey guys, so I'm a photographer and I keep seeing the silhouette challenge on my For You page, and even though they're all really cute and creative and y'all look bomb in them, just make sure you're being cognizant with what you're wearing before you actually do all the editing for the final product, because anyone can easily take those images and revert them back to the original. So if you're wearing a bra and panties, or if you're nude, or...
Yeah, so this is the PSA from a girl. Well, good for looking out for your girls. Just make sure you're not being cognizant. Okay, she repeats. And follow on TikTok. Refuses to share tips on how to reverse edit the videos and show comments from people saying that posts had ruined the fun. Another TikToker wanted others to see how easy it is using a photo of yourself. Okay, and that's the article. Yeah, well, it's so stupid. It's stupid for the it's stupid for the wrong reasons, right? Oh shit, you already have a fucking stripper pole in in your house. You don't need to get pissy. What does it cost? $1 in the club? I'm just being mean. But yeah, I'm sure not all of these girls mind. They don't give a fuck. Look at this girl. Unless she's like a professional, like athletic dancer. I shot a video. Well, actually, I took part of a shoot of a video with a chick who's doing it professionally. And yeah, not professional stripper, professionally. It's like an athletic type of thing. It's quite fascinating. She was hot too. Yeah, okay, I got the idea. Jesus Christ, dude. Girls, pay attention a little bit. Let's see what you guys have to say before we move on. I am doing yoga before bedtime. I sleep like a baby after. All right. I guess I would just fall asleep because of the yoga, or is that the whole point? Uh, but the background you see, you might as well do a silhouette challenge as well. But yeah, even the challenge itself is stupid. It's so stupid. Like it's nothing intelligent about it, and it's one of those like already uh, old school things where it's like no makeup, but they have makeup even in the picture where they're fucking supposed to not have it. So it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit, and people playing victim. Yeah, there's weirdos. Is this not going through these people? I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know you guys are cool, but you know what I mean. There's a bunch of them, even in Romania. Here is that layer of the bubble so thick that they can't get. Is that world so bubbled that they think evil is gone, or like perversion is gone? And even in cases like I said, like you should expect it. Not all creeps are like bad creeps. They're just creeps. You offer that thing, I'm a jerk off if I like you. I used to do it in the past. I don't do it right. Not as often, I guess. I can't remember the last time I did it. But I did it when I was younger. It doesn't have to be Instagram, right? I had that Facebook download button joke back in the day. When if they would release, if Facebook before, let's say Facebook crashes, you know what would be like badass? If Facebook crashed, but before it crashed, Mark Zuckerberg, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we're closing Facebook, but tomorrow you're gonna receive a notification with every other person who clicked download of one of your pictures. And then you know some things, ladies, right? You know some truth. I have no idea. You don't have to be hot. You don't have to be haughty. It's about, sometimes with guys, it's about numbers. It's about whatever the fuck is in your mind. Are you not, how bubbled do you have to be to, and I actually complain. All these articles just should say, girls complain, they're stupid. I saw that girl who did the PSA and it's good, but I'd like to see a girl who says, why the fuck did you do that challenge in the first place? It's not original. It's easily adaptable to people who are fake, right? Because you're supposed to show this real part of yourself, but obviously 85% of those girls had makeup in the before picture too. And then you're just showing what you like dick. We know. We all know. So I like to see a chick just be like, why did you do this in the first place? And now that you do it, yeah, let's just be more careful. Then the morale. Or there's creeps out there. Jesus fucking Christ, thank you. I didn't know. I thought the world was pink. All right. I don't remember. Alex says, I don't remember how I became a hater of social media, but here I am on YouTube. It feels pretty social media-ish here too, friend. Do you use daily TikTok? I don't use it, by the way. I don't use. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Ivanov Stefan. I don't have TikTok at all. I tuned out at Snapchat. Never had Snapchat, never had Tinder. Because I could get mine. Never, what was it, the next one after Tinder? I want to say, Boomerang, but then they got bought by Instagram. Yeah, so I had to give him, Instagram is quite refreshing if you just want to just sit 2 seconds on the toilet. I think it's a safe place. ROMERCIAL. I don't understand what you're saying. All right. Let's move on, people. I wanted to... What? Oh, you guys saw... what is it? Robinhood and all that GameSpot. It was hilarious, dude. It was hilarious. I've been following last week, but on Wednesday, it wasn't such a big... It blew up on Thursday because Thursday is when Robinhood decided to block the... the actions. I think I mentioned it last time too, but it's hilarious. I'm having the best time of my life. First of all, you guys know what it's about. Let me explain. So I'm sure you heard all over it, but I'm explaining it with my limited knowledge of finance. What happened was GameStop, which was a retail and still is a retail chain of games selling. Come on, use better English. So they used to sell games in these stores in America. Now everything is going digitally, right? Even I think some of the new consoles don't even have a hard drive anymore. CD drive anymore. So what hedge funds did, a hedge fund is like a bunch of people pulling in their money and trying to make more money. Have a little portfolio of stocks. I don't know. I learned this in school back in the day. I did a finance master's. I forgot everything. You're supposed to make complementary fucking goods that if one industry falls, the other, it's supposed to have in a portfolio, because if one falls, the other, but you get a small percentage, or you can risk it and have them. So these hedge funds decide, let's short GameStop because GameStop will eventually fail. And I'm laughing at the Redditors who did this too, because while I respect what they did, it's hilarious because they'll be jumping boat soon too. But what they did to Wall Street is the most delicious part, obviously, because Wall Street wanted to, this hedge fund and a lot of others said, let's short the stock. What shorting means is basically, the principle, if a stock is bought more and the company is doing good, the stock is going to go up, right? That's instinctive, right? It's going to go down if people sell too much. But what you can, or you can buy it at a lower price, and if the company does good, you sell it at a higher price, then you make a profit, whatever the fuck, right? But you can also short it. It was the movie Big Short or whatever, right? Where you can bet basically on the company failing. If I have 100,000 stocks out there or whatever, let's say, and a company like GameStop has 100,000. Let's say I want to buy 10,000. I'm fucking this up. Let me have a sip of water. We're not going to use numbers. It's too late for that. Basically, if a stock is $10 and you think it's going to go down, you can borrow a stock. You have a time to pay it back, right? To pay back the stock at the price you bought it at. So what you can do is, I borrow 10,000 shares, right? I sell them, if it's $10, I sell them for 9.5. So way lower under the market price. I cash in the money, but then the stock keeps falling, right? It goes to 7, it goes to 6, it goes to 1. Now I have to buy those 10,000 shares, but I no longer buy them at, at $10, 10,000 shares, so $100,000. I buy them $1. So I have a profit from what I settled them at 90 or whatever the fuck, right? I fucked up the numbers. You understood? I sold them before it dropped, and now I can rebuy them back for $1 and return the 10,000 shares, and I have a profit. You understand? But there's a limit. There's a limit where you can return the shares. What these guys did was mass purchase, like Wall Street bets. I've been following it for like a year now. It's hilarious, especially when it comes to crypto. But now what these guys did is they bought GameStop, they bought a lot of stock, and then the price went up, and then these hedge funds, they were expecting the price to go low. Now they lost their money. They lost money because the deadline came where they have to return it. Now they have to buy it at a higher price. Buying it at a higher price, you pull more money out of your pocket than you do. So now they're fucked, right? And there's all types of shit like leverages and whatever the fuck, which is a bet on a bet somehow. There's things are gonna go. I forget them. But basically, Wall Street got fucked, and it's hilarious because they would do this to like normal people. Like they would drive companies into the ground. Maybe GameStop will still have a 3 or 4 years, or any other firm. But if they decide, let's short this fucking thing because it's dying anyway, and you're a manager and you're trying to struggle to keep the company, and they short you, you're fucked. But if somebody fucks them, you know what I mean? Then they fucking complain. So the reverse, nothing has ever been done, but now that it's done to them. it's fascinating to see if you like this world of finance a little bit. It's fascinating to see what happened. It's hilarious on the one side. On the other side, I'm laughing at these redditors too because it's a very at the moment. If you go on Wall Street Bets, it's very and the big thing that happened is on Thursday. So tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, in the past, this Robinhood platform that you could trade these fucking stocks on, they stopped. Probably they were in the pocket of the Wall Street people that had the hedge funds, and they call like, dude, stop everything. You're driving the price of this fucking thing way too up, and we're gonna pay. So they stopped it with no fucking explanation or whatever. I think they came out with an explanation. They said that they were a middleman too, basically and they bought based on volume, and they had to pay some money, like 3 billion, but they only had 2 billion. Some sort of bullshit excuse that they couldn't afford that volume of transactions on their platform because they were a middleman too, or some shit like that. So now they're using that as justification. Completely fucking. And from a fucking platform that's called Robinhood, literally, they just stamp it with the name that sounds good, right? Oh, we're gonna be the small guy's broker, right? Bullshit. They have a little call from the hedge fund guy. We're losing money. You're gonna fucking lose money. No, we won't, boss. And they fucking switched the thing. On Thursday, they wouldn't allow people to buy stock. They would only allow them to sell them, which obviously, because Friday was the deadline for the fucking people to give back the stocks, right, for the whole Wall Street. So basically, they forced the price back down because people not being able to buy shares anymore. People panicked because the price was going down, and even the people on Wall Street some of them started to sell. I think it went up to $300 at a point, and now I think it's down. It's down to, let's see, GameStop stock. Now I think it's 100 or some shit like that. It's $95. So they fucking ran them into the ground. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to mention, I'm sure you heard all this before it even presented better. Why I wanted to talk about it is that I laugh at the Redditors too, because it's nice that they fucked up Wall Street, but at the end of the day, when even if this wouldn't have happened and the price would have gone to 500, it was a big fuck you to Wall Street. But ultimately, GameStop was a good company to get shorted. I don't want to be an asshole here, but what do you think? Like, people who sell physical copies of games in the store, and that's all they do, you think they're gonna fucking survive in the next 5 to 10 years? If you had all your house, like your house money, right, or some shit, and you're like, I'm gonna bet it on, would you bet it on GameStop? No, right? It's gonna fail. So why I'm watching Wall Street Bets right now is that I see them turn on each other easily nowadays, because I guess I hate people being happy, baby. If too many people are happy at a one place, I start rolling my fucking eyes, right? So Wall Street Bets, they started like, because if the price went down, some people fucking sold, and before that they were like a fraternity, like, oh, we'll never give up, keep on buying. People who had money were buying it just for the fuck of it. Now down to $95. Obviously, that brotherhood lasted for about 2.5 days before the stock market opened up on Monday again, right? And they all jumped ship. What are you gonna do? I hope the government, kind of in America, steps up and fucks over the stock market with some new regulations that would prevent this type of shit in the future. But yeah, congratulations to the Redditors, but also, I guess I should still respect it. Y'all lost some money. I'm waiting to see if you guys complain about it. Fucking Wall Street. Good for y'all. There is still a lot. Let's see. There is still a lot of manipulation on Reddit, says Bart. A lot of average people will lose money. Yeah. Amen, brother. But Reddit is so big itself. I think it's no, I don't think. I know it's mostly Chinese owned. First of all, But it's such a huge community. I discovered Reddit late, like I'm talking 2017, 16, 17, around there, where I would just actually like look through shit and understand the concept of it. I still don't understand it fully. But Reddit is such a big community that you can't roll your eyes like, oh, fucking Reddit again. Yeah, it's like anywhere else. It's don't live under. Sometimes you see Redditors so fucking stuck up, like they're the fucking alpha and omega. With what, dude? With the joke memes created from jokes of stand-up comedians that you made the idea of that dude into a meme, and then you're reaping the fucking. And it has its benefits too. There's a lot of like people helping each other. I like Reddit, but I navigate it carefully. When I have time, try not to.
Was founded by University of Virginia. Reddit.
Yeah, they might have been, but now it's owned by Chinese people. Can you Google that for me, baby? Be my assistant. Jesus Christ. All right. Hilarious. Wall Street bets. Y'all seen The Dissident? That last week's podcast was my fucking mess. They keep interrupting me, like, because I was live, I guess, with the thing. But if you guys open the episode now, you can even see the missing parts I fucking said offline at that moment. So they kind of allowed it afterwards, so it's live. Even you can hear me swearing Romanian, like, fuck, why is it not? I don't remember what I said, but yeah, they eventually they just wouldn't let me do it live. I guess an algorithm caught me, and then somebody reviewed it. It was like, no, this dude is just reviewing the fucking thing, and they left it on. But yeah, it's so hard. Guys, see, speaking of memes, this is one of the funniest memes I saw this week. I hadn't seen that many, but I like this one. Check it out. It says, this product kills 99% of all germs. What about the 1%? Asked the other one. And this is a macro where there's like people in germ people having their houses burned in acid or whatever. But then there's a high house and there's the rich people, right? The rich bacteria. And it goes like, how unfortunate. Quite. I love it. It's like a double joke of the 1% of the society, right? And the fact that all these fucking detergents they kill 99% of the fucking. I have a joke like that. I always wanted to make a sketch about it, but I never did. Where all the shampoos in the world since I was a little kid now brighter. Now 15%, your hair 15% more brighter. And I just wanted to make the sketch where this chick kept rediscovering shampoos where it fucking says 15%, 20% brighter, 15, and then eventually her hair would be like that dude from fucking Dragon Ball Z where it's on fire, like lightning because it's so bright. Right. So how are we on that data, baby, with Reddit?
No, it's American.
No, yes. Come on. What did you write? Did you write Reddit Chinese company?
George Takei.
George Takei. What's
Why? No.
all right.
Citam ce a declarat el.
All right. You're a bad Jamie.
No, I'm not.
I'll do it myself. Let's see.
Oh, yes.
So it is, right?
Yeah.
Reddit.
Reddit confirms $300 million series led by Chinese stand-up.
Yeah, so it's yeah. Dude, they you saw, baby, they gave Navalny 2.5 years.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So Russia, like we talked about last week. I think the trial was totally unfair, right? Like, I don't think press was allowed. There was no transcript of the fucking thing. So Putin, he doesn't even give a fuck anymore. Hey, Americans. Hey, my friends. Where's the... I just wish... I have so many American friends. I love them. I just wish as a nation, because obviously I'm not talking about my friends. They have half a brain. But as a nation, I hope y'all fall out of love with this idea of we're invading other countries just to save them. Right? No. Just be like, yeah, we're not the best country. We're pretty good. We try our best. Sometimes we invade a country for petrol. Sometimes we sell a fucking airplane to the other countries that we're not going to be able to intervene anyway. So we might as well make some dough on it, like Trump did with a dissident, where he sold armaments to Saudi Arabia even after Khashoggi, an American citizen, was murdered, and it was obviously his intelligence told him that. Sometimes it's just business. So if you just cut the shit with the we're saving the thing, then we can have, as a global community, a more honest discussion when it comes to the interests. This American dream bullshit, that's all it was. It was a dream. Unfortunately, nobody addresses overpopulation. Why is that's the last logical step of any regular thought of why shit is going wrong. Eventually, if you're gonna go from reason to reason, you're gonna track a lot of the problems to fucking overpopulation. I don't understand why this isn't an issue. Why people refuse to fuck with religion, governments. I mean, I know I have a few people watching from America. This is what happened this week in Romania. Like, a baby was drowned, dude. A baby was drowned at a baptism. So the way the Orthodox Christian movement works is that we bathe the kid like in water. It's like this huge, I don't know how you say kazan. Right? And it's supposed to be holy water, and the priest does his fucking thing. And the Orthodox, yet another kid. I don't want to sound it like it's just the first kid killed. Like, kids that, because you put him, usually nowadays some priests would just sprinkle a little water, hold his nose, sprinkle water on his hair, and not ever like put the baby underwater. But some priests just do that, you know. They put him underwater. This kid inhaled fucking water. He died. This is in Romania. Dude, this is like coming Eastern Europe bullshit. And this happened again. The whole country is pretty upset about it, rightfully so. And of course, social media, they bring up the most idiot comments in the fucking world, and everybody shares them to further confirm to themselves how shitty the world is, and they can justify being defeated and whatever the fuck, all that shit is happening, right? There's obviously the stupidest comments come up. Oh, he deserved to go to heaven. That was his meaning, to go to heaven directly, whatever. Then people losing their shit. Obviously, most people think it was shitty. But the worst part of this is the Orthodox Church. They don't give a fuck, man. They came out saying, what was it? That the baby's going straight to heaven?
Yes.
Like, literally, that's what they said. And they obviously, everybody's on their case right now for about another day and a half before it goes out of the cycle and people can pretend to care about another thing, right? Or at least try to prepare that another thing defeats them without doing nothing to help none of the things, you know what I mean? But until that day and a half passes, people are outraged, and the church won't do nothing, man. And I'm sure this, you heard this in other places, but I was talking about this in ROMERCIAL, like in my show back in 2013. They don't give a fuck. They don't, right? Because they have Mercedes, I saw priests with Bluetooth headsets, and let's not go to extreme cases. Remember when we talked about the bottled water, like holy water, that they had back in the day? I don't know if they still have it. Like, it's an actual bottle where the priest goes and you can find sainted bottled water as you can buy. Right, so they'll go with that's not against, this is the tradition in this case, but they'll go with the dough when it comes to the to all the shit that they're doing, being modernized. So I would burn all of them. I have relatives who are priests, and obviously I'm not talking about your average. You're complacent, but I'll assume that was your only career that you started on, and now it's too late, right? And since you did it, you're trying to do good. So this is how I would excuse the priests in my life, right? That sounded so dirty. My friends who are priests, I have a couple of them. They're good people, and I know there's other good priests. But overall, you're complacent to what's happening, and that's best of all. And worst of all, there was most of these fuckers. They won't change it. This is tradition, you fucking sacrilegious cunts. What's wrong with a little like sprinkle of water? You saw that picture of the priest fucking doing it with, what was it, a hose or some sort of like pistol? Or was I just imagining this? Anyway, yeah, that's what's happening in Romania, man. So you come here, we're good people, but we're also shit. We're also people. Anyhow, are we an hour in? I still have shit to do. I think we are an hour in, right? In 5 minutes. Yeah, I still had a lot of things to talk about, but let's see if the people. I'll talk to the people a little bit, and then we can resume. Then we can wrap up. I mean, I have two or Yonut says I have 2 or 3 friends investing now. I'm seeing some memes about it, and it's kind of want to invest as well, but I'm a bit afraid. Dude, you can start investing in other shit. Just realize it's not a magical place detached from reality as much if you learn the rules of it. I'm saying it like I traded, but I actually did a like fucking finance masters in England about it. So at least the basics I understand of it has to be linked. That's why I don't understand crypto that well. It has to be linked economically, and if the economics is fucking volatile, whatever you buy into is going to be volatile. So you got to study the market and what you're doing. And it's mostly the people who make the real money. They make it on tips. Or you got to have such a macro image that you have to be like one of those dudes who, what was that movie with Matthew McConaughey? Was it him? That he was like a bookie, like a betting type of dude who made sports bets, and he had like 15 monitors. That's how you have to be with economical news and kind of see what happens at a macro level in the world. Oh, fuck. Did China just sign a treaty with Russia, extending the pipeline? Fuck, I better sell the stocks with the petrol or whatever the fuck, or buy. So I think if you're not into that world, I think I would just start off playing slow. And if you're gonna buy GameStop right now, it's fun, but please don't complain because you're wasting your money. Obviously, of course, people win on the spread. This is not classical investing where you're buying 15,000 stocks at a highly stable company, and then you expect to win out of the dividends of that. No, people are playing the spread. They hope to buy low and sell high. Yeah, that's how you do it, I guess, but you have to actually know what the fuck you're doing before you. And even like subreddits like Wall Street Bets, if you're gonna do the same thing that everybody does, then eventually one of y'all is gonna get fucked because you if you follow a trend, like wasn't it before like an investment? Was that eToro commercial? I wanted to make that an episode for ROMERCIAL. This is Frank. This is Mike, and Mike is always the uglier one with his fucking ears like this. And I saw they translated it for Romania too. Acesta este Radu. Acesta este Mihai. Mihai cam prost. Radu stă cu ea în mână și fucking apasă pe butoane și vin banii. Like bullshit. Bullshit. Câștigă din comisioane eToro. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck all this. Just make sure what you're doing and tell your friends, man, that they can't lose money. So don't just do it because everybody else is doing it. Do it like it's supposed to be done. Make sure you start reading up on shit. Know how to make predictions and realize no matter how many fucking predictions you do, because I forgot to start the episode with smoke and I'm pissed now. I'm steaming. Invest low, and then once you get a hang of it and decided how much you want to risk, how much you want to gain, then you can put in some money. We just got to dodge the fact that the baby got a shock from that traditional bullshit. Nice. I don't know what's nice. They found water in the lungs. Yeah, I saw the fucking news. I'm steaming. People still don't even understand how to sort fake news from sort fake news from real facts that are happening. Raluc, based on what I've read on some newsfeed, it was too little water to kill the baby. A doctor stated that it could be the case of apnea. 2 millimeters of per kilogram of. Dude, are you arguing this, Alex? You cunt. Don't be an asshole, dude. Don't be an asshole, okay? Don't bring this fucking argument on my show. Just don't. That's the same argument as the people with COVID had. Exactly the same selfish ass fucking argument they had. Well, it's not going to affect most people. What about people with asthma? Well, in that case. What about people with diabetes? Well, I guess in that case. Yeah, you're protected. We get it. But it acts in such a way that it could be avoided if some people are. It's the same here with the baby. Like, nah. It's too little water, you know. It was just the case that the baby had asthma. Yeah, well, would it have died if he wasn't putting that fucking thing with the asthma he had? No. Well, eventually. Right? So don't give me none of this shit. It's not provable because if he was a healthy baby, he would have had 3 millimeters of water per lung. Wouldn't have done shit to him, but it did. This kid was vulnerable and that was unnecessary. And it is not the first fucking case that happened. So get that shit out of here. All right? Fucking Romanians, cunts. Priests, cunts. Cunty priests. God, I understand the use of religion, but I sure hate people being so easily fucking manipulated about through it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining my little lonesome self. It was lovely. I'm working on some new shit. Probably a few individual episodes. Please follow me on Instagram at ROMERCIAL. Support on Patreon if you want to see things earlier. Probably we won't see each other tomorrow night. Like I said, frustrations are going to take a while before I set it up again. I'm finally working on an intro for this show. So no more shitty, grinny looking picture. I'm working on another video, shitty looking picture one. That's going to be live in about 2 weeks, considering the work I have on my table. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for chatting in, Dorian. I'm trying. It's all good, buddy. I know. We're just shooting this shit here. Raluca, I'm happy for your mom. Seriously, Ioana says kisses. And I will see you guys literally next week, 9 to 10 p.m. I'll post on Facebook and Instagram before I go live. Love you, people. Stay safe. Peace.